Welcome to this Windows channel, and this is the tech news for Thursday, October 1st, 2015. As we start the month of October, we do have some news. First of all, a report, some website reported that Windows Update had been hacked and that the servers were compromised. Well, don't believe it. It's not the case at all. This report came as the fact that some people actually received a very weird update that had some really bizarre characters in their Windows updates. And Microsoft did reply quite rapidly and say, no, 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 no. Our servers have not been hacked at all, and the weird update you've seen is an error, is a problem that happened on our part. Actually, Microsoft shared an update with everybody, and it was not meant for everybody but to specific people. And so some people and their Windows updates got these really weird strings of characters and updates. So a lot of you got scared, and I would have been kind of worried also, I must admit. But everything's okay, and no, Microsoft's servers for Windows Update did not get hacked at all. Um, Microsoft did really take a very quick response to this, and so don't worry. And basically, if you've received an update that has these weird characters, you can uninstall it. It's not really meant for everyone. We're not really sure as to how many people actually received that update, but enough anyways to scare the the people that have Windows on their computers. And I must say, it's kind of, as we get Windows 10 with updates that are regular, it kind of gets scary to see that they've done an error like that and sent an update that's not meant for everybody. But at least no damage was reported, and there were no problems. In other news, BBC's iPlayer, that streaming player for video and audio, is dumping Flash and going to HTML5. I think that is another blow to the BBC's, not the BBC, but to the Adobe Flash Player. You know what? The Adobe Flash Player, I've, for one, been one of those people that really wish that we move on to something else. It's, been a security problem for the past year with lots of flaws discovered. It's also annoying and doesn't work that well all the time on every computer. As a tech guy, I've seen so many problems come from the fact that, this or this website used Flash. So I think, it's time we move on, and I wish everybody does move on to another platform, especially HTML5, which is, pretty much a standard, and everybody can view HTML5 stuff on their browsers today. So that's cool. Nice to know that BBC is moving towards HTML5. Microsoft support scams. Microsoft did release today some news about the phone support scams around the United States. Microsoft says that for 2015, for this year, okay, until the end of this year, there will have been in 2015 3.3 million Americans that will have fallen to the support scam, and that will give the crooks out there that do this $1.5 billion. That's just an incredible number, and that's why they still try to scam everyone. Basically, if you have not heard what this is, the phone support scam from Microsoft is somebody calling you at home, pretending to be from Microsoft, and saying that your computer is giving out error messages and they need to fix it. Well, don't believe it. Microsoft never calls anyone at home. Never, never, ever, ever. And there is no such thing as someone out there knowing that your computer's giving out error messages or not. So don't fall to this scam. Anybody that calls you at home that pretends to be either Microsoft tech or any other type of tech you know what? You need to report those to the authorities. You need to do what you need to do in order to, you know, complain about this. It's very important. I know that in the United States and Canada, there's websites that actually where you can actually report the scams, what time they called, and any details you can give them. It's very important. The more the authorities know about this, the more they'll work hard to try and stop it. Most of these come from overseas, by the way. I've noticed that pretty much all the time seems to come from like India or Pakistan or places like that, and it's kind of hard to get them. And they usually spoof a phone line. So very often you'll have this either a very weird phone number on your caller ID, or you'll have a number that looks normal, but if you call back, it says that number's not in use. So they kind of hack into the phone system to make these calls so that you can't really know where they come from. So if you receive this type of support call, you just tell them I'm gonna call the cops and hang up and report it. Tell everybody. You know what? That's the most important thing. Tell your friends and family about this scam. If everybody knew about this scam, there would not be a scam. But if you tell your friends, you tell your parents, you tell everybody, your families, you will have a much better and safer place and will not have anybody get, scammed. As a tech guy, I can tell you that I've seen a lot of people scammed with this, and it's very unfortunate. And sorry, they try to take, from anywhere from $2, $3, $4 to I've seen, some try to take as much as $1,000, which is very unfortunate. So don't fall to the scams. Very important. Today is the 1-year anniversary of Windows Insider Preview program. So it's been today, a year ago, that I've started also talking about Insider Previews. And this was a nice and still is a very nice program. Anyone that has a PC lying around that you want to try to just have fun and see new builds of Windows before everyone can still be an insider. All you have to do is go to the insider.windows.com website and sign up. Don't do this on your main computer. It's very important. Insider previews means that you might have problems with your Windows 10 computer because a preview is unfinished software. Gabe All said that in total, mobile insider previews and Windows insider previews, 27 builds were released in total, and that we are at more than 7 million insiders right now testing Windows 10. So it's very, very nice. I think it's a cool program. I think it's cool also because it made the Windows 10 much better because Microsoft did listen to us, did listen to everything, and it's still happening right now. In these previews, we see changes because they listen to what people say and apply these changes accordingly. So it's a nice program, and it's 1 year. Happy birthday to the Windows Insider program. We also have today, if you have an iPhone or an iPad, iOS 9 released another update, 9.0.2, that I actually installed this morning. And you know what? This is the fastest iOS 9 update cycle that I've ever seen. And basically, it's very interesting because it means, and I think it does mean, that a lot of people are having problems with their iOS 9s. So, here on my iPhone 5, I've noticed two things since I have iOS 9. I've noticed that my phone is slower. I've also noticed that battery life seems to suffer from iOS 9. It doesn't seem to be as good. So we'll see with that update. I've installed it. It worked well. And we'll see what happens next. But hopefully this fixes some of the issues of iOS 9 for most everybody. If you're using Outlook webmail, there will be a new like button and add mentions also. The reason why is because a lot of people complain, and I see this as a tech guy, by the way. People complain that when they send an email, they don't know if the person received it. And all I can say is, well, if you haven't got a return saying that the address not right, technically yes, the person did receive it. But you're not really sure until that person replies. With the like button, what it's going to do is basically you'll click the like button if you receive an email, because a lot of people never reply even though they receive an email. By clicking the like button, what's going to happen is that the person that sent the email is going to be notified that, oh, okay, she liked, she received it. And so that's going to be kind of an easier way to do it. There will be also another at mentions, which I'm not really sure what it's going to do, but that's coming apparently pretty soon to an Outlook webmail near you. So if you use the Outlook.com website to go to your mail, you'll see this appear eventually in the coming weeks and months. And finally, the Microsoft Store has been updated again, and there are a little bit of new stuff. Now, still a lot of crap, but it is nicer. There's a nicer look in the way it is. And also when you click apps to check what they are, there's a new look, a new background color that matches the app icon. It is much easier to go through. So I think it's, nice. I think it's a new way of also being able to view apps in a much nicer way on the App Store. Still, there needs to be some work and remove crapware and try to make things even better, and hopefully stop the app crashes for the store also. So that's the news for Thursday, October 1st, 2015. If you enjoy my videos, why not subscribe to my channel? You'll be informed when new videos are online, and we typically post tons of videos. Give us thumbs up if you like the videos. Helps us in the ratings on YouTube. If you have comments, questions, suggestions, problems, why not share it with us? We'll try to help you if we can. Maybe even make a video and help others at the same time. Thank you for following us. Thank you for being there. And I hope that you'll be there every day checking out the videos.